Yes, thank you, Madam President. Good evening. And I
evening.
rise in strong opposition to this bill. And I will tell you why. I find that this bill is impractical and it's unworkable. As somebody who has had a small business, I'm not sure how many in the circle actually have. But if you run a restaurant is attracted to people that want flexibility, or people are attracted to the restaurant business for flexibility. How on earth, if you had an outside restaurant like somebody I heard from in Mystic, Connecticut, has a place called the Treehouse, how do they cancel 24 hours in advance if all of a sudden the next morning it's raining when it's supposed to be sunny? That's just impractical for restaurant owners to be able to give 24 hours notice. When we think about what we're asking here, is we really are asking to mandate employers in certain industries to commit to the size of their workforce in advance. And by doing that, we're also mandating the employer to take a financial loss should the size that they requested before 24 hours not be the size that they need. I understand and I hear what people are saying about folks that are working in low-income jobs and the fairness. What about the fairness to the employer, to the person that is the job creator? And in the industries that we're talking about, especially in the retail industry, flexibility and the restaurant business is key to their survival. And I heard Senator Kennedy speak about that we have not returned to the employment levels before the recession, and I agree with that. And I think passing a bill like this is putting us in the wrong direction. This is not going to help us. This is going to hurt us. This is going to tell every employer and job creator that wants to come to Connecticut that yes, we will have another mandate for them to have to overcome. And I think it's important for us to think about that. Having a 24-hour requirement also really makes it more difficult for someone in the restaurant business or the daycare business to call somebody in when people call out sick. According to the bill, you can call someone up and say you have to come in, but you have to have it in writing from them that they will agree to come in. Who does that? And how can you actually mandate that? How do you enforce that? And what will happen, I have heard overwhelmingly from my businesses in my industry that they will do two things: go completely to part-time, hire less people, and the consumer will suffer because you'll go into their retail store and there will be no one there to help you. You'll go into their restaurant and there won't be enough waitresses on or bartenders because they will specifically understaff because of this bill. So I'd like you all to think about that before you make this decision. I want to help low-income folks get the best job they can. I think this will hurt them in the long run. I want to give them an education so that they can rise up and get a better job. And I understand the issue with college kids. I've had two of my own that thankfully are now no longer in my house. However, they went through years of this, and they worked in the restaurant business. And they understood what it was like when someone called out sick, that they could pick up a shift, or if they wanted to call out, their friend would take the shift. The idea that a restaurateur, especially in the tourist industry, like in Mystic, would have to go to this extreme is just unrealistic. It's another mandate to put on small businesses in Connecticut that are already over-mandated. They're overtaxed, they're overburdened. And this will be a sure sign to help them find another location in another state. And I stand in strong opposition of this bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Giordano?